This is so exciting. I can just go live now. No problems. So, this is my first live. I'm super excited about this. I'm just here looking around right now. No one's watching, so I should be all right. I don't know. So anyways, this morning, right? I had just dropped my daughter off over at the daycare. And so I'm riding back home, just enjoying the quiet, because with 2 kids, how often do you just get some peace and quiet? So between the time I drop her off at daycare and then get back home, I just sit and bask in the quietness of it all, right? So I'm riding along. I did turn on my music. I listening to one of my favorite songs that's called Positive Vibes by the Black Op Era. And I just so happened to look up into the sky, and the clouds, which are always so beautiful out here, it looked like there was like a bridge going between the clouds. And I'm like, girl, you can't be looking up in the sky while you're driving. So anyways, I start looking at the road, and I'm going over a bridge. Right? Coincidence? No. Probably some type of synchronicity, or just some way of me being told to recognize my current blessings, my manifestations that have come true. So anyways, I just became extremely aware of the fact that I was living the life that I had asked for, that I had been given, I had received, I had earned, I had manifested, whatever you really want to call it, the life that I am currently in. And I'm so grateful and so thankful, because I really wasn't sure how I was going to get here, but I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and it happened. So this time last year, I was unemployed. I was receiving unemployment. And I said, I want a job where I can work from home and where I could care for my children, regardless of what their father was doing, right? And that was August 2021. By September, I think it was September 9th, because the unemployment was about to run out because of all the COVID, the COVID things that were happening. So anyways, I asked for that. On September 9th, I was called, interviewed, and they hired me that day to start a 100% remote employment. And my salary that was offered to me was the most that I've ever made in my entire life. Now, mind you, like, I've made money before, but this was the lit, right? The lick. So I was like, yes, I can take care of me and my kids. And I don't have to worry about if their father is ever going to send child support. Anyways, and then maybe in November of last year, I was like, I think I'm going to move. And I don't know how I came to decide to move where I moved here in Mississippi. I do know that at some point I did watch like a YouTube video and they were just driving around the city. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And it's on the Gulf Coast. And I was like, okay, all right, let's do this. So then that plan went into action. And what I learned through all of this is just that once I set my mind onto something and I truly got in alignment with whatever that something is, right? It was like a part of my focus. It was like a part of my daily routine to, what do you call it? It was a part of like my daily routine to meditate or pray on the things that I wanted. Sidebar, right? I recently learned that I'm a manifesting generator. So basically, what that means is that, again, anything that I focus on, anything that I dream of, anything that I'm like, oh, I want that, I get it. Like, it just happens. Does it take work? Yes, it does, but I still get it, you know? Anywho, I say all that to say, I encourage whoever wants something in their life that they not only ask for it, you know, ask the universe, ask your creator, ask yourself, your higher self. Tell it what you want. And then every day, take time to work on attaining that goal, attaining your desire. I'm just so grateful that I'm here right now, you know, in this space that I am in, because now I get to be authentic in who I am as a human being, who I am in my spiritual journey, who I am as a mother, who I am just as me being a Black woman, right? In this space, in this home, I am free. Does that make sense? Now, for those of you who are new to my area on this platform, I was married to a narcissist. Technically, I still am, because the papers aren't, there's a holdup in California. Things aren't going as fast as they need to be going, right? I'm pretty sure if I had money, I could just pay off the courts, but nevertheless. I was married to a narcissist. I filed for a divorce, got custody. In the meantime and in between time, we had to leave our apartment that we were living in when I was married, and I had to move in with my parents. And this was, it wasn't, I don't want you guys to think that it was like a horrible situation, because it really, really was not a horrible situation. It was just more of, it was difficult for me because I was so brutal on myself, because I was, instead of looking at myself as if I were the victor and removing my, and doing things in order to protect myself and my children, I was looking at myself as if I was a failure. And so that is what made things difficult. Make sense? Okay. So, anyways, so we lived in my parents' home. And mind you, I had just had my baby. She was like, what, three months at the time that he left us. And then I had to move in with my parents. When all that transpired, she was about 3 months old. Anywho, it's been a very, very long road. And I've gone through some trials. I've learned a lot about my own strength. I have developed a very, very clear understanding of my self-worth, how much I personally cost, and then I add tax on it. Then because I'm 41, I added compounding interest at 21.97%. So, you know, it's been an exciting roller coaster of time, right? But I'm just so thankful. Like, in all honesty, like some really effed up ish has happened. However, comma, the power behind all of the great things that have happened to me 100% times 60 billion outweigh the energies of the negative things or the bad things that have happened to me. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's been a full awakening process for me. For me to just really see, you know, how great I can be. How great God is. How faith, right? Faith in yourself, faith in the faith of God within you, as well as in the ether, is like one of the strongest things you can ever have. I mean, having fear is pretty strong too. Fear actually feeds so many different other entities that are out to destroy us. But just having faith and believing in yourself, you know, outweighs the pressure of any fear that you could have. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty scared during a lot of these times. I was scared. I'm human, you know? I didn't know what was going to happen. Every day was something. But then one day, and I actually have a video of this that I've posted. One day, I was sitting in the loft and I had my the window open. No, matter of fact, that's not the first time. Okay, let me go back. There was 2 times. But, okay. Scratch that. So, I'll just speak on this last time because I don't think I'm supposed to share that right now. So, I was sitting in the loft and the window was opening and this really amazing breeze came through the window. And in the breeze, I felt like I needed to go outside. So I go outside. I'm sitting in the backyard looking at the clouds as I do. And I just had this amazing feeling of just love come over me, and the understanding that everything was going to be fine. And I just kind of took that aback, and I was just like, yeah, everything's going to be fine. Everything is always fine. Anytime anything has happened in my life, it always ended in my favor. And I needed to remember that. Everything is going to work according to divine timing, right? So for my folks who know this saying, like, God is always on time, right? It may not come when you want it, but it'll be there right on time. And I had to be reminded of that. That's what they used to always say at church when I would go. But it's the truth. Now, whether if you look at it as God or the creator or the universe or positive energy or what have you, it's 100% the truth. Everything that is for you is going to happen when it is time for it to happen. And you may want to rush it. You may want to, ask for things to go quicker. But sometimes if it goes quicker, it may not be as great or impactful as it would if you just waited, a week or two, right? What is that called? Something gratification? Can't think of that word. Not limited. Anyway. This was fun. This was my first live, and I'm proud of myself because I was pretty scared. I was pretty scared to come on here today. Why were you scared? I don't know, because it's something new, right? Maybe I wasn't scared. That's not the correct word. I was just hesitant because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what would happen. But I know that sometimes things just come through. Sometimes things just get channeled, and I just go with it, right? Anyways, I'll be back. I'm going to log off. I'll be back in a couple of hours or so. I guess I have to kind of figure out which time works best for me and my followers, because it's still kind of early, right? I don't know. I like speaking early. All right, y'all.
Peace.